Hello, Ketosians. It is the Keto Nomad here. How are you today? I'm doing great, and I'm getting ready to make some cheese balls. I tell you, I'm parked, I forgot. Hey everybody, it's a Keto Nomad, and I am here in Florida. Yeah, I made it to Florida, and I am going to make myself a comfort food, and I'm going to also try a kind of appetizer hack cheese balls that I learned from the Keto twins, who learned it from some other person who learned it from a video from another person. And I did tweak it a little bit different, not much, but a little bit. And then, and I don't know what else, but that's 2 dishes I'm going to definitely do today, and maybe that'll be all, but we'll see. So thanks for joining me, but I just want to tell you that I'm going to be having a contest for all my new subscribers, and everybody on my channel for Keto Nomad is a new subscriber. So you'll have to keep watching my videos when I announce the night that I'm going to do a giveaway for Christmas. But you got to be there. Thanks. Half cup of grated Parmesan cheese. We're going to put in 2 egg whites. We'll save those whites for later. Those yolks, rather. And we're going to mix these up. That's it. That's all it takes. You know what? I think I'm going to put a little garlic powder in there. We like garlic. Okay, well, I like garlic powder. This consistency, based on that recipe of being a half a cup of cheese with the 2 egg whites, maybe probably with regular size eggs, but if you get the large eggs, they're probably just too much egg white, because I can't even roll it into balls yet to make cheese balls. Okay, so what I decided to do was, instead of just using the Parmesan, I had Parmesan and Romano grated cheese. I'm going to add some fresh grated, shredded Parmesan cheese. Just a little handful. Maybe a little more than that. And I'll probably add some more grated cheese, because I just don't think that, I think that's just too much egg white. But we'll see how this works, if this absorbs it. Oh, that might be doing a little bit better. Look at that. But it's still a little bit runny. Too runny to roll it. But I could always add some more Parmesan. So I actually went ahead and added more of that grated Parmesan cheese. I like the thought of that, because it's really good Parmesan cheese. And it's grated. I think it's more natural when it's the grated Parmesan cheese. Now, it probably could have added a little bit more of the cheese, so it is still a little moist, but it's rolling up into a ball, so I'm hoping that it just holds together when I put it in the oil. So now I'm going to heat up the oil after I wipe my hands. I was going to put it in a frying pan, but I think I should use a little saucepan that's a little deeper. Okay, so I got the cheese balls. Here's my 2 little egg yolks over here. I'll make those for Danny a little while. So I've got the avocado oil in my saucepan. I'm going to start that and warm it up. And as a nomad, I can cook on my stovetop. There's the Parmesan balls. They're ready to go. And ooh, yummy. They look really good. I can't wait to taste them. I have 2 more to put in there. It's going to be a perfect snack. And actually, says 2 grams of carbs for 1/3 of a cup of this Parmesan cheese, the grated one. And the other grated cheese, I'll check that. Actually, there's 0 grams of carbs in this one, in the Parmesan Romano from Walmart, grated. So here's a good look of the inside. It almost looks like a dough, but it's not. It's cheese, because I cut it in half. Oh, that is really good. I'm gonna dip it. It reminds me of the Crispies that I make that I learned from RV Joey. Only thicker. And I added the garlic to it. So I just dip it in here. Now, this dipping sauce is Prego. It has a lot of carbs in it, but I don't have that much here. But the Rao's pizza sauce is much less carbs. Okay, so I am going to try this Pasta Zero spaghetti that I got at Walmart. I found it on the internet because, you know, I'm Italian. I am 100% Italian. Okay? I mean, my grandmothers didn't even speak English. But anyway, I still have family in Italy and that I talk to. But this thing is that I'm missing pasta on my keto diet. I won't say diet. I'll say on my keto lifestyle. Okay? So I looked online. What kind of noodles? Is there anything? The blah, 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 blah. And I found this. Okay? I found these. It is, they say they have 5 grams of carbs. And for serving, there's about 2 servings in this container. Each serving size is 2/3 of not a lot of pasta. Believe me, I'm a pasta eater. I eat more. I like more than that, but I can't. You know, I'm not doing pasta anymore because of the gluten and everything else. This is gluten free. It says used by March of 22, so I just got it. But it comes in this solution. I don't know if you could freeze this stuff. It's white waterfall pasta, and it's from Asia. They've had it in Asia for over 1,000 years. But let's see what happens, how it is. Okay, it says it is ready to eat after draining and rinsing to enjoy hot, parboil for 2 minutes, pan fry in a dry skillet or microwave. Well, one of our comfort thing is, you know, tomato sauce has a lot of carbs in it, but butter does not, and neither does this Parmesan Romano cheese that I made the cheese balls with. What you do is you're going to subtract the 3 fibers, dietary fibers, from the 5 carbs, and you're down to 2 carbs per serving. So really, if you ate the whole package, it would only be 4 carbs. You with me on this? Good. 0 on the butter. 0 on the Parmesan Romano cheese. Ready to go. All you do is rinse it and then either parboil it, microwave it, or it's vegan, it's gluten-free. So it's 8 ounces when you drain it. Let's try it out. I'm going to drain it in my little bitty little cute little strainer, which has a matching bowl to go with it, by the way. And I'm going to do it in the frying pan. I want to try it in the frying pan with butter and Parmesan. When I cook, I try to put my hair up if I can, because I'll be really honest, you know, I have thyroid disease, and with thyroid disease, my hair falls out a lot. So I try to do that so I don't have hair falling out. Now here I'm doing the strainer thing, and then I'm going to take, and I'm going to, it says rinse it off. You got to rinse it off because supposedly it has a smell. But let me see. It doesn't really have a bad smell, but I know some people who think it's a bad smell. It's okay. It just smells like water. You know, maybe water, like starchy water. Maybe starchy water. I'm going to rinse it off. I need both my hands. I'll be back. For you van dwellers and RVers, nomads that have very little space, you'll know why I don't have very much space to cook. I have 2 burners. And that's where we're going to cook it. And we're going to load this sucker up with butter and Parmesan, and we'll put the Parmesan on last, but butter and garlic. Now I like to use fresh garlic. I do have some fresh garlic, but I also have my garlic powder. So if you don't have fresh garlic, or you don't have to keep it in the refrigerator, or just fresh garlic, because I have some that I keep in the refrigerator, garlic powder will work just as well. But I also can my own butter. Here's some of my canned butter, and this is the last one I need to use up. I made this a year ago on December 2nd, so I need to use it up. I have my thing marked 2/20, 12/2/20. So I am going to working on using up this last jar, and if you want to check out that video, I'll put it up there where I can my own butter, and you don't have to keep it in the fridge. That's what's great about it. You can just store it in your RV or in your van where you have some place to store it. You can make a dozen cans of butter in these smaller pint butters. And because once you open it, then you have to watch how long you leave it out, because you don't want it to get rancid. Sometimes I make garlic butter, or I'll make sweet butter with cinnamon and artificial sweetener. Okay. Let me get this frying. My dog Danny chewing on her chew stick, and she keeps taking it and put it over on my bed, and she's not supposed to do that. So, is that good?
Yeah, Mom, it's really good. I can't stop eating it. It's like having Jay's potato chips. You can't stop eating it.
You silly. Okay, while this was cooking up, I made myself a little salad. So I just used some greens, and this is about 1 gram of carbs, because these greens are chard and kale and spinach. But I did have a little bit of onion in there. I'm only talking like 2 slices of onion, hardly anything. Vinegar, apple cider vinegar, olive oil, and some Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and plate up the pasta. I like a lot of Parmesan cheese, and after all, it is 0 carbs. And although there is some saturated fat in there, but I have to buy another one of these because I've used so much between that and my cheese balls. Okay, and you know what's going to happen is this butter is going to absorb this. Now on Friday nights, because we were raised Catholic, when I grew up, you could not eat meat on Fridays. Ever. Not just during Lent or Easter. You just couldn't eat meat on Fridays. So one of the things my mother used to make, it was a favorite in our house when my parents were still alive, was buttered macaroni. Any kind of pasta to us was macaroni, whether it be spaghetti, buttered mustardelli, buttered spirals, buttered shells, buttered whatever, buttered macaroni. Okay, and that's how you got around not having any meat, but still having pasta. I mean, we ate pasta like 3 times a week. And then I have my salad to go with it. What a great little meal here, huh? And it's not very many carbs. We're going to be, if I eat, this is the whole entire package. That's not very much. So what do we say that was? It was 10 carbs. Take away the fiber. So we're talking 4 carbs and 1 carb for the salad. 5 carbs. Maybe 6 if you want to count the little bit of onion. So we'll round it up. But I don't even think it's 6 carbs. Let me taste it and see how it is. A lot of cheese in here. Yum, 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 yum. So when my son was little, I invited this girl over that worked at my beauty. I used to have a beauty shop before I was a cop. I was a hairdresser. And I invited one of the girls that worked for me at my shop over. And she was a real Irish, like red hair, you know, beautiful girl. I invited her over to have spaghetti with us. It was Tuesday night. We would have spaghetti on Tuesday nights. And my son looked up from the table and looked at me. He goes, "Mom, she's not Italian, is she?" And I go, "No." He goes, "I didn't think so. She's cutting her spaghetti." And we just laughed. Now, maybe my camera's shaking a little bit, but that's because I'm holding it. But, yeah, we laughed. Yeah, she's not Italian. You got to roll it on the spoon. Mmm. You know what? It's good, but the texture is a little different. I'll have to try it again with the Rayo's spaghetti gravy on there, the red gravy. But this is hitting the spot for me tonight. It really is. Very good. But the texture, it doesn't smell. It doesn't have an odor like some people say it did, you know, when it comes out, because it tells you there might be an odor. This is my solution to my pasta fix. Mmm. Doing keto doesn't, just because you're doing keto doesn't mean you can't have ice cream. And I like making my own ice cream, so I know exactly what's in it. Yep. And I know that there's not a bunch of junk in it. So I have whipping cream. These are my ice cream jars. This one's a little bigger in case I want a lot of ice cream that day. This one's a little smaller. Usually I fill it up, but I wanted to portion it even because I just finished up 1 container of heavy whipping cream. I just use the Walmart Great Value brand. Works for me. I put in the big one, I put 1 tablespoon of monk fruit. I use the organic monk fruit sweetener with erythritol. Okay, it's zero carbs. It says it's 8 carbs, but it's also got sugar alcohol in it. So you subtract those 8 and it becomes 0 and 0 calories. Okay, and then in the little one, I used a half a tablespoon of monk fruit. This one, I used the mint extract. And so that I know it's mint, I put some green food coloring in there. That was easy. And for the larger one, I wanted strawberry extract in there. And then I used a little red food coloring. I'm going to add chocolate chips, Lily's chocolate chips, which is a keto-friendly chocolate, into the mint and into the strawberry, but just a little bit. But not yet, not until it's a little bit thicker, because otherwise it'll all go to the bottom. So I'm going to put the lids on there, and I'm going to shake them up really good and put them in the freezer. And every 15 minutes, I'm going to shake them again, shake them again. And then, before I finish for the night, I'll throw some chocolate chips in there. Just a few, just for the taste. That was easy.